what's up? It's Jake. Another hockey game last night. Game 3 between the Penguins and the Capitals was last night. And very close game, very tight played game. A lot of skill on both sides, a lot of fantastic saves. You really couldn't ask for a better hockey game. You know, there's a lot to be said for a close hockey game over, you know, a 7-0 blowout. Obviously, if you're the team that wins, you love those 7-0 blowouts. But, you know, I love a good hockey game, and there was a lot to love about the game last night. A lot of really highly skilled players making the plays that got them where they are. The goalies were on point. They were making some fantastic saves, keeping their team in the game throughout. The really unfortunate dark spot of the game was that Tom Wilson once again is embroiled in a controversy where he appeared to hit Zach Aston Reese late, not late, but high. He hit him high. And, you know, of course, there's people saying it was shoulder to shoulder, but now we're seeing the result of the hit is that Zach Aston Reese has a broken jaw, which requires surgery, and he also has a concussion. And so he is done for the playoffs for this year. Unlike the Brian Dumoulin hit from the previous game, where Dumoulin was able to come back and you know, he looks like he never missed a beat. Zach is done for the playoffs. So we're down a player. You know, Zach is a fantastic rookie. He's played hard. He definitely goes to the hard areas, and he's not afraid to get, you know, a little bit roughed up to make plays and stuff like that. But he tries to play the game the right way, and I think that there's something to be said for you know, Tom Wilson's his tenacity and his drive and his you know, he's definitely a hard player, and he brings a lot of things to the game that a coach would love, that teammates would love, that fans would love. But he goes across the line a lot, and once you cross that line into doing dirty things, then you're always going to have that label, and you're always going to have people second guessing the things that you do on the ice. And when somebody appears to get hit high, and it turns out it's Tom Wilson that hit him, of course it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. And in this case, you know, you can't make the case that it was shoulder on shoulder. You don't break your jaw when you get hit in the shoulder. You don't get a concussion necessarily when you get hit in the shoulder. He definitely got hit high. It's going to be nearly impossible for the league to not, I don't know what the discipline would be, but it's going to be almost impossible not to at least suspend him a game. This is 2 games in a row that he had questionable hits. The first one apparently didn't even warrant a hearing, and that's fine. I respect the league. I respect their, you know, they have experts that look at these plays that know more about hockey than I do. They know how to think the game in real-time speed. It's easy to look at a play in slow motion and say, oh, well, obviously this is what happened. But when everything is moving as fast as hockey moves, I'm sure that there's split-second decisions that have to be made, and sometimes mistakes happen. Sometimes things just are a pure accident. That being said, you're responsible for your body. Somebody on Reddit, I can't think of his name, but it was somebody on Reddit made a fantastic point, and that is that if you high stick a guy, you still get a penalty for it. It doesn't matter if you did it on purpose. It doesn't matter if it was just an accident, if it was a coincidence of where your stick was. It doesn't matter how someone gets hit in the face with your stick. You get penalized for it because you are responsible for what happens to your stick. Under that idea of player safety, it makes sense that you should also be responsible for your body. You know, if you can get a penalty for accidentally high sticking someone, and you can get a 4-minute penalty for accidentally high sticking someone and drawing blood, it seems to make sense that even if you accidentally hit a player in the head, that should still be a penalty, because you're responsible for making sure you don't hit someone in the head. I'm not saying that if you hit someone in the head on accident, you should be thrown out of the game. I'm not saying you should be suspended a game. I'm just saying put a 2-minute penalty on there for, roughing or whatever. I don't know. You can call it whatever you want, but it should be a penalty. At least 2 minutes. If you hit someone in the head on accident and you draw blood, it should be 4 minutes. As far as I'm concerned, if you want to take player safety seriously and you want to make the case that player safety is everything, then don't be afraid to change the rule and make it so that if you hit someone in the head, even if it's considered an accident, you're going to be penalized for it. And then on top of that, if the league wants to look at the play and say, hey, that was definitely on purpose, or that was an avoidable collision, then they can, discipline them. They can suspend them. They can do whatever. But, even in the case of an accidental hit to the head, if you want to say it's an accidental hit to the head, it should still be a penalty. So, in the case of Brian Dumoulin getting hit last game, he got sandwiched between two players. It was an unfortunate play. I don't know if I think that Tom Wilson hit him in the head on purpose. In slow motion, it looks like he made an adjustment to hit him in the head. But I am not an expert. I've never played ice hockey, and I'm not going to pretend that in that situation, I could have avoided that. I'm willing to give Tom Wilson the benefit of the doubt that he did not do that on purpose in any way. 100% I'm willing to give him that benefit of the doubt. Even with his track record, even with all the disdain that everyone has for him and everything else, I'm willing to give him that. But, like I said, if you hit somebody in the head like he did to Dumoulin, it should be a 2-minute penalty. Because no one is going to take those situations lightly if you're going to cost your team a 2-minute penalty every single time you do it. Those are the kinds of things that will cause a player to think before they do certain things. And like I said, with the high sticking, if you accidentally hit someone with a high stick, you're going to the box. It doesn't matter if your intentions were good or not. It doesn't matter. How do you not penalize someone for clearly crushing someone in the head? Whether they did it on purpose or not, let's just call it what it is. It's a hit to the head, and it's a penalty. I think that would solve a lot of the issues, because if a player's going to be penalized for those kinds of plays, they're going to think twice about doing them, and that will help protect the players.